Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. It's Paulie, Esther here. And today Dead by Daylight announced that they're turning hit validation back on. They had this tweet here today that says, again from Dwelf by Daylight, the Dwelf on the shelf. Hit validation has been re-enabled this time around and will be left on indefinitely. The simple version, hits from too far away due to latency, will be rejected by the server. For more information, see this blog post. We have this cute little graphic here that says this was close enough, that's a successful hit. This was too far, not a hit. Too far, no hit. Close enough, successful hit. Boiling it all down so that those hits that you get in game will feel more fair. And if we click the link, it takes us to the Dead by Daylight forums with this blog post written by Peanuts here, which says, today we're activating the hit validation beta on the live servers of this game. Okay, so wait a minute. So this is this article goes back to August. So it's a call back to the August article, but this is being turned on. So I'm assuming it's not in beta anymore. Activating hit validation on the live version of the game. This feature aims to greatly reduce anomalous hits during gameplay. This article goes into detail on how the feature works and how it will positively impact the game. Our goal with Dead by Daylight is to provide an online game that is clean and fun as possible. Hit validation has the same goal, improving the Dead by Daylight experience by reducing the occurrences of bad interactions between players. Like any online game using dedicated servers, there's a discrepancy between what each player sees. The position and interactions of the player's own character will always be a little ahead in time compared to the other players and the server. Things like ping to the server, server tick rate, and interaction authority will have an impact on where other players appear to be and your interactions with them as a result, such as hits. Alright, so there's different perspectives in the game. So from the survivor's perspective, this is what they see. They have quite a distance between themselves and the killer. On the left here in the green, that's Arnold. And on the right here is the killer. That's Bardock. I believe I have the names right. Could be wrong. I think that's Arnold and Bardock. And the killer sees this. The killer is showing that they are quite a bit closer to the survivor. And then the server sees something entirely different. It's kind of an in-between. So in Dead by Daylight, hits are calculated using the killer's position on their machine. This is a strategy that is used in a lot of video games, often called the favor the shooter system, coming from the first-person shooter FPS games. This strategy ensures that the shooter, or killer in our case, is guaranteed to hit someone without predicting moves or latency from the survivor. We use this strategy because it is consistent and provides immediate feedback. The killer knows that if they are close enough, their hit will connect. They will not have to worry about their attack missing because their opponent has a weak connection. This does, however, have the unfortunate downside of favoring the killer, even when the killer has an exceptionally weak connection. So in the example here, this shows a high latency killer where there's a great distance between the survivor and the killer is showing that they're right on top of them, and then it allows the server sees, you know, pretty far here, and I guess it's giving a hit. This is what the hit validation intends to fix. In situations where the killer has a poor connection to the server will step in and evaluate their hits to make sure that they are fair. If it is determined that the hit only landed due to the killer's weak connection, for example, the killer and the survivor were too far away for that hit to land, the hit will be rejected and the survivor does not take any damage. In simple terms, the player with a poor connection is at a disadvantage no matter which side they're playing. So now we have the same the high latency killer with hit validation on, and we see the same situation, and according to the killer's perspective, it's registering a hit, but the server says, nope. On our end, it's too far to hit, and it's going to reject the hit. Under normal circumstances, where the killer has a solid connection to the server, hits are still handled on the killer's end as they were before, and you should not notice any difference. We're going to be closely monitoring the hit validation to ensure that it's working smoothly, and we encourage you to leave any feedback. Okay, so again, this is an article from August when the beta came out. I believe they are satisfied with the results of this here now, and they're going forward with this indefinitely. I know there were some people who still had some pretty bad hits during hit validation. Personally, I only had a couple of those instances. I thought that the hit validation beta worked very well for me. I can only speak from my experience. There were a couple that were wonky, but for the most part, I found the game more enjoyable. So hopefully whatever they have changed, I'm not sure what differences we have here from this version going forward and the beta that was in August. But hopefully it's only gotten better since then, and I hope that you all have a great game experience too. So that started today here at about a half an hour ago. Don't forget, this is also day 2 of the advent calendar. So if you log in today, you're going to get some iridescent shards as the bonus today. And if you haven't gotten it already, make sure you're using that naughty stocking code, all one word, to get your killer charm. That's the first cosmetic reward item on the advent calendar. You have the first 3 days of December to enter that code and get that. So don't miss out on that. Okay, that's all I have for you today. So as always, thank you so much for watching. Take care of each other in and out of the fog. Stay safe. Happy holidays, everybody. Bye-bye.